Hello.
really review what you have done as part of your solution and appropriately learn.
So guys, let the people join in. Okay, we can wait for couple of more minutes. And sorry for the it is because of issue with your, you can say, like Zoom, which your version your college people are using. Maybe I'll ask already to maybe resolve the issue by today, so that tomorrow onwards we cannot feel this kind of issue.
Fine, sir. So immediately we'll purchase a new ID and we'll convert to that ID, sir.
Okay, sir.
Uh,
Okay, sir.
huh? Before
Okay, sir.
expiring this,
Thank
we can purchase another ID and we'll join using that ID, sir.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much.
Ah, ah.
Yeah. So people, we have only 8 participants. Let the other people can join it. Okay. So we should wait for another minute. That's it. Otherwise, we can start if people can join us. Join in. Otherwise, we can move on. Yes. So let me start. So where we were into the knowledge base of our customer and agents. So now, so why it is asking for the agents also? Why we need to maintain some agents as well? Because there are some agents who generally who generally deal with the customers. So now in that agent, how many he has handled today's customers, how many number of transaction has happened under him, or maybe you can say like we can say what today, how much due to his guidance, how much we have earned, something kind of you have to maintain some sort of a knowledge base. Now why we need this kind of knowledge base? Because further we can use this knowledge base to know how many customers have visited to the stores and who are our regular customers. Suppose one customer is coming every month, or maybe one customer is coming every week. So we should maintain some sort of a directory, or maybe you can say some sort of a knowledge base, where exactly we can maintain the log of these customers, where you keep on adding loyalty point, or maybe total number of spend amount, we can say, into that knowledge base. So this is pretty easier case study. So I don't know if somebody would be good in database. They should maintain some sort of a table. Okay, just some columns which are required, just like customer id, customer name, customer mobile number, and then product which he has bought, and then royalty point, reward point, basically you can say, or maybe you can say on which date he has purchased something, and how many times he has visited. So start counter with a zero, and then keep adding some counters value. Means whenever he comes to your store, keep adding that. So these kind of a table you should maintain for a knowledge base. And customer, you just tag it as a customer id using c, and then keep it as a 1 2 something like that. Okay. Similarly you can just for agent you just tag start with a and then 1 2 something like that. Okay, keep doing this. This is a pretty much simple exercise. You guys can also maintain, or come up with this as well. Now fifth one is what? how to analyze and learn from buying behavior to generate next best offer. So how to analyze and learn from buying behavior to generate next best offer. Now, how do you do that? So this one, you can create this kind of a case study using, now let's say, the same example, suppose you have come up with the knowledge base for your customer. Now there you have entry for a product, let's say. Now in that product, what all things we have, in that product what all things we have, suppose customer has bought, basically you can say like Van Hussein shirt, or maybe you can say Van Hussein pant or trouser, chinos, whatever, let's say. Now if he there are 200 customer out of 300 customer, there are 200 customer who used to, you know buy Van Hussein or maybe Louis Philippe clothes, then what would you do that? Based on your analysis, you would generate some offer. How do you do that? You have taken the customer mobile number, you have taken the customer name as well, and he has bought this. Now next month you should see how many customers have bought this and this time they have not come. Or maybe when the, Diwali or maybe Shara or maybe, you can say like any sort of Eid or festival is about to come, then you should see that transactions, or maybe you should see your knowledge base, like these customers have bought last year these many, things, and you should maintain some sort of a record, or maybe you should generate some best offer. Maybe you should say like 50% off for these particular clothes, or maybe all the Louis Philippe clothes are having discount of 50%, let's say. How how do you send this? Because you are already maintaining some sort of offer, some sort of a mobile number or name, so you should just send that message to those customers. Okay, so you are going to send those customers this kind of message, basically one sort of offer. Okay, based on your analysis. So based on your analysis, how would you derive that analysis? You would be just landing to that analysis when, customer has bought something and he's not, he's not a frequent buyer, let's say, or maybe he's not coming to your store from the last, you can say like 1 or 2 months. Then try to create some sort of offer and send it to them. Now, how do you know like which one is your best offer? So that is being handled by, a separate team, because they want everything to, generate, so that my sales revenue or my revenue is not getting that much impacted, and but my offer would, you know apply to that. How exactly that is gonna be happen? So let's say earlier you are giving maybe trouser or chinos in 2000, let's say one trouser chinos cost is 2000. How many customers come to your, store in a month? Let's say 100 customers comes to your store. Now if 100 customers comes and your trouser cost is 2000, what would be the total value of that? So 2000 into 100, that would be the value of that. Now suppose you are gonna give one offer which is of 50% off. Now the cost of the chinos is going to be 1,000. And now when you have given that kind of offer, how many customers have visited to your store? So earlier 100 customers have visited to your store. Now if you are gonna apply this offer, then let's say 500 customers have visited to your store, or maybe you can say like double customers have visited to you, that means 200. So you should see your revenue is getting more. Okay, so you should keep something in your mind, you know so that you should be able to solve this issue, like my revenue should be intact, but my sales value is also getting increased, and the best offer should be applied. So maybe, some clothes you should give 50%, some clothes you should give 40% or 30%. These kind of offer you should apply up to 30%, up to 50%, this kind of offer. Okay. Now, next one is how to analyze and learn from buying behavior to generate next best. So buying behavior, when it says same behavior, when I say buying behavior means customer used to buy Van Heusen or LP. Okay, that you have to understand, that you have to analyze through what, through the knowledge base which you are trying to generate, or when you are trying to create that knowledge base. So these kind of thing you should know from these knowledge base only. You should arrive to the a solution, like this is what the behavior of a customer. Now maybe one time customer has bought chinos. Okay. Now you would expect this particular customer next time will come to buy shirt, maybe. Okay. Or maybe you can say like there is a one very good thing. Suppose customer is approaching to 30, or maybe you can say like 27 or 26, they would require some sort of a blazer or maybe some sort of a coat. Okay. You just try to analyze this kind of activity through your chat, or maybe you can say like through your knowledge base. Now when customer is about to reach to that stage, or maybe reach to that age, you should provide some offer to him, like these kind of maybe you can say like blazer will be at our store with the for 30% of discount, let's say. This is maybe this gonna be happen. Or maybe customer has bought basically some clothes, and then you are gonna provide some offers on a winter clothes, you can say. So these kind of behavior you should try to understand from the knowledge base. Okay. So I'm not gonna say you can handle one customer. No, your solution should be applied to each and every customers. Okay. Now, how to ascertain customer retention and ensure lesser churn? So how do you do that? Anybody would know what is churn? Can somebody ping me what is churn? Because why I'm asking, because I'm gonna have one case study based on customer churn. Okay. So, but before that, I would like to know from you all what is churn. Anyone? Can somebody make participation on that? Guys, I'm asking you to just tell me what is churn. No? No one? No. I'll tell you. Now, these nowadays, we have a Geo, Vodafone, Idea. These are the people. Okay. For what? For what? These are the people who are providing services to us. Okay. Now, here, what we have. Now, you might have seen like the customers rated who unsubscribed our product. Exactly. So somebody has pinged me this. So exactly that is what it is. So now, because of Reliance Jio, people are moving out from Idea to Reliance Jio, or maybe you can say like from Airtel to Jio, or maybe from different vendors to this vendor. Okay. Now Airtel people or Idea people might have built their own some sort of a capability matrix, or maybe you can say like they have built their own knowledge base where exactly they are maintaining the customer churn. Okay. Now, why this customer churn has happened? Why people are trying to unsubscribe us and they are moving out to somewhere else? Why? So the reason behind is your offer is not good, your services is not good, and with the same amount, with the same cost, we are getting better offer, we are getting better data. Okay. So because of that only customer churn happens to some of the service provider basically. Now it's a basically retail provider, not to say exactly the retail provider, but yeah. Now, so how do you think like these people are maintaining this kind of activity? Okay. Now what they generally do, they maintain last 6 months of data. Okay, and from there, what they see, like if people from the last 3 months have not done his recharge, okay, and maybe from last 6 months he has not used his this particular mobile number, or maybe he is not trying to recharge his mobile number, or maybe earlier he used to recharge this his number, with the amount of 400 or 500. Now he's not trying to recharge his number with more than 100. Based on this kind of behavior, he or company would be able to understand like these people are about to leave for services. When they are able to understand this, what they are trying to do, they will send some offer to these customers. They will say, okay, earlier you were paying 500, now you should pay 250, and you will get whatever you wanted to get. Or maybe earlier whatever you were getting, same thing you will get in the half of price. That is how you can reduce the churn of a customer. Okay. Now, this is a big problem. Why? In bank, this terminology used to generally used to say is people, what happened? People generally about to have does is they try to sell some product, some services with free of cost, or maybe with minimal. How you and we much. Okay. So why do you think like how do you maintain this? How some providers do this? Now, first thing you should keep in mind, if you will, you will ask somebody to join or somebody to be in your service to more cost. Okay. Why I'm saying the new customer, whenever he or she arrives to your returns or knowledge base, that means just a second. Yeah, that means what is the cost behind the new customer is more than the cost behind the previous customer or old customer. Okay, so that is why we do not entertain the customer churn, because when new customer will come, you have to provide one SIM. You have to handle him. You have to maintain one log for that guy, the new guy, the new customer. Can you please be keep yourself in a mute? Guys, please keep yourself in a mute. Okay. Yeah. So the new customer, whenever you want somebody to be a new customer, definitely everybody should encourage to uh, take new customer to your platform. Everybody would encourage, but the cost behind the new customer and the cost behind the old customer is different. The cost behind the new customer is very high rather than the cost behind the old customers. That is why customer churn, nobody would like to have that in their knowledge base, or maybe you can select their brand or maybe company. So that you should see. That is what why all the service provider, all these companies maintaining this kind of a database. Okay, so that is what we need to reduce, and that's what we need to, how we need to reduce that, you need to think. So one thing I have already told, like whenever you see these kind of a customer is not trying to recharge from the last 3 months, then you should provide some sort of a offer and some sort of a now, how to derive AI-based customer segmentation. Okay. Now, this is also one of the good activity, or maybe you can say like good use case system use case where actually you have to do customer segmentation. So how do you do that customer segmentation? Okay, basically customer segmentation you should maintain some sort of a relationship like these are a poor customer, these are a good customer, these are a very good customer, or maybe you should maintain segmentation like these are the most active customers, or maybe less active customers, or maybe you can say like moderate customers. These kind of a segmentation you should maintain at your end. How do you do that? You should just maintain some sort of you should try to make one active. When I say more active, that means customer used to visit at your store more frequently, or maybe you can say like every month or maybe every week, the customer would come to your store. Okay? It is customer used to come to your store after 2 months, or maybe you can say like maybe 3 months. Very rarely customer came last 6 for 6 months, or maybe you can say like before. That means like very less active kind of. Now, when you do segmentation, customer segmentation, then you would be able to focus the customer who are there. So best offer should be given to them, or maybe try to attract them using some offers, or maybe try to tell them some sort of a policy which. So these things you can do that. Now, apart from that, what we have, I guess we have bought the license. Yes, we have bought it. Sir, can you please make me host? Sir, sir, can you please make me host? Because I'm not able to share my. Okay, thank you so much, sir. I'm the host one now. Guys, maybe I will ping you this particular link. Save it at somewhere. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna ping over the chat. Here is the chat. I'm gonna share to everyone. So from the next time onwards, you have to just join through this link. Okay, I hope you would be able to understand now. We got license version. Okay, and now we are good to go now. So so that is how you maintain. Okay, so as I said, like, how why do we need, we would know clarity behind my customers, or maybe we would know our own where line. So maybe out of 1,000 customers, only 500 customers are very frequent customers, or maybe you say like more active customers, and then out of 300 moderate, and less than 200 are Okay. So these are customer segmentation. These are basically why we do customer segmentation, because so that we should maintain sort of analogy. We should create some sort of a policy. We should generate some policy to our customer. And based on that, we should provide to them. Okay. Now, how to manage? So, guys, here it is asking how to derive AI based customer segmentation. Okay. Now, how to manage customer touch points? How would you? What would you able to understand with this customer touch points? Anyone? Can somebody ping me? How would you maintain customer? Anyone? Can somebody ping me and tell me what exactly I'm asking? I'm just asking. Okay, somebody has pinged me. It is the time when the customer started using our product. Okay, great. Navya, thank you so much for that. Yes. So when the customer started using our product, means one particular product I'm saying. So basically, touch point is when the customer has started entering into your shop, or maybe you can say like your store. So how do you manage that? You have to just maintain one sort of a database for this. Okay. And what all item customer buy, what all item customer purchase from your store, these all should maintain on your database. Okay. How to evaluate your customer feedback? How would you do that? Anyone? No. Then I would say to evaluate customer feedback, so you should maintain some sort of a analogy, or maybe you can say like this kind of a point: 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. This kind of a scale you should maintain. In a scale 1, that means uh, very good, or maybe you can say like outstanding. Okay. Second, you should make satisfied. Third, you should maintain good. Fourth, poor, or maybe you can say like unsatisfied. Fifth one is unsatisfied. This kind of a scale you should maintain. Okay. And keep this scale in front of customer. When I say customer ID, customer name, and then a scale. Okay. So one column you should maintain like satisfaction level, or maybe you can say like a scale, basically customer feedback you can say. And out of 5 scales you should maintain each customer will just enter 1 point. Maybe he's satisfied, maybe he's unsatisfied, maybe he's you can say like outstanding, he's gonna give the correspondingly from in front of each customer. You should just write that feedback. Okay. So this kind of you can say like feedback we can take. Now how will you evaluate that feedback? Now you have to see how many customers are into the outstanding, or maybe how many customers are into the satisfied. So this is another kind of segmentation. Okay. So this is customer feedback segmentation. Now let's say you have 1,000 customers. Out of 1,000 customers, let's say 600 customers have given you outstanding. Now 200 customers have given their feedback as in poor. Now 200 people customers have given you satisfied. Now this kind of segmentation you can show to the higher authority, or maybe you can say like your to your whoever is handling your entire services. Okay. Now this is what happened in your thing. Now, when this has happened at your end, now through this we can even company can visualize and company can see how many customers are satisfied, how many customers are not satisfied. So if these customers are, I'm able to track that these customers are not satisfied. Now I will keep calling to those customers who are not satisfied, and we will reach out to them by asking what was the reason behind that. What was the reason behind it? What happened with these customers? Why these customers are not satisfied with our services? Okay, what thing we should increase? What would the benefit we should give to these customers to to attract to our store? So these kind of later on, what actually the basically you can say like analysis which each and every brand and each and every service provider does at their end. Okay, now how to engage with the customers? How to engage with the customers? How do you think, like, how do we engage the customers? Okay, if you guys are aware about Amazon, you might have seen like there, Amazon used to do one analogy is first I will talk about Mintra and then I will talk about Amazon. Now, in Mintra, you might have seen like they are come up with one strategy like this item is sold out. Many people have taken this item, or maybe it is mentioning like most frequently bought item. So I don't know how many of you have observed that, but they generally do maintain this kind of activity. Okay, they try to attract the customer, or they try to do this kind of activity, this kind of analysis using knowledge base, where they generally do what? If this particular product has been bought by so many people, or maybe 1,000 people have bought this particular product, they will keep that product on a top priority, and they will say like from the last half an hour or from the last 1 hour, this particular product has been taken by these many people, or maybe they can say like most sell item, or maybe you can say like trending now. So generally they used to keep this term as in trending now. So trending now means which one is being most of the time who has bought this, or maybe today this particular item has been taken by so many people. So that is why they just keep three product basically, and they will say trending now. These items are being trending. So for men's section they will show three items, for women section they will show three items. That is how they engage the customers. Okay. Another strategy, when I say this one, I was talking about for Mintra. Same thing I am talking about with Amazon. What they do is, suppose you are about to, buy what? Mobile. They will say most frequently bought item together. Okay. If somebody has bought this, they should buy this as well. So you just go on mobile, you will see me on the below, or maybe on the downside, you will see like they will show you the pouch, or maybe cover, back cover, or maybe screen guard, or maybe you can say like these are the things which most frequently bought together. These are things which generally they try to advertise. And when you buy something, they say like these item bought together, or maybe you can say like they will say if customer buy this item should be buy along with that. So that is what you try to keep engage your customers by showing some offer, by showing like no, people used to buy this, then they used to buy this as well. So it's a kind of recommendation which they are trying to pull. They are trying to pull customers, they're trying to engage customers using recommendation. So that is what the recommendation. If you have bought this, you should also buy this. Okay. Similar analogy is being used by Netflix. So I am pretty much sure many of you guys are watching Netflix. Now, in Netflix, you might have seen, if you have seen the movie, or maybe you can say like what we can say, like some movie, horror movie, let's say. Okay, then they will show you some of other horror movies list. They will say who the customer who has watched this movie, they should also watch this. Okay, and nowadays they are showing trending now, India's top trending now, something like that. So how exactly they develop this kind of a strategy, this kind of analogy? You know what? What they do? They have given subscription to, let's say, 400 people. Out of 400 people, 100 people have watched one of the season. Let's say one of the season which is uh, tell me, means any famous series. Let's say anyone. Yeah, nothing comes in my mind nowadays. I forget the name of the series, and though I watch almost all the series in Netflix. Okay, who are top rated. Scam 1992, you can see. How many of you are friends? Let's say, yeah, friends, exactly. Your customer who has, watched friends, they will also show you the, next, if you have watched this, you should see this. So these kind of basically activity should be maintained by, uh, you can say like uh, good companies. So even you, I don't know how many of you looked into this, like what all the trendings now. So top 10, they generally keep some sort of a tag. Friend, the season is always in a top 10. Okay. And then they will, segment the movies into some romantic movies, some crime and thriller movies, and maybe they will come up with, they will say like top 10 in India today. So maybe many of them have watched Friends, many of them have watched Ludo, or all. So they will show you in this that manner. So how many of you say like if somebody would watch Friends, okay, let's say somebody is watching Friends, then you know they have one analogy which is called as more like this. The customer who has seen this Friends, they will show them the Big Bang Theory, Two and a Half Men. Okay, so these kind of recommendation Netflix try to do. Okay, so that my intention is you to make you aware about why these people are asking you to create some enterprise AI, so that generally they want you to aware about where exactly you have seen this kind of activity. Okay, where exactly you have seen this kind of activity, what exactly you need to build. Okay, so this is what the 10 points which they have said. These are the business operation to be what? To be what? Anyone? No one? So that you should be able to aware about what exactly you should maintain. Okay. Now, so I don't know how many of you are aware about this, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, as I was talking about, I don't know, in Amazon or what, they generally used to say like you may also like this. So suppose you are going to buy some sort of stuff, and then you may, let's say like a gas stove. So you are just about to buy gas stove, then what they will say? They will come up with something like you may also like some other stove, and they have something called as customer who bought this particular item, maybe let's say gas stove, then customer will also buy their, what is that, pipe,